What's up, HASfit Tribe? It's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
I'm Claudia, and this is a low-impact cardio HIIT workout.
Today's full body workout is specifically designed for beginners.
You will find no jumping and no repeats in today's session.
While there's no equipment required,
You are encouraged to add light dumbbells or water bottles to increase the intensity.
let's get started. Let's begin by preparing our bodies for the work that is to come with a warm-up. First move we're going to perform today is called a shoulder box. Our arms are going to be at our sides, elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle to start. And now let's bring those arms up and then hands back. So it's 4 parts. Return back down, our hands, and then elbows to our sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeating that sequence, pulling back on your hands and opening your chest up at the top by just kind of pulling back right there. Breathing throughout. It's a great one not only to help us get started and warm up, but also an excellent mobility drill.
Oh, yeah.
Help
I feel
us.
like my shoulders take a beating just in our daily life.
They sure do. It's going to help us to regain that posture as well. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Our next move is called a good morning. We're going to have our feet hip width apart. Our hands are going to be at our head, slight bend in our knees. We're going to keep that same bend throughout. Now I'm going to hinge at my hips or bend over at my hips only, keeping my back straight, pushing my butt to the wall behind me, and then stand up. Repeat. So warming up that posterior chain, that's our hamstrings, glutes, lower back.
And you might not be able to get down quite as far as we are, but you'll find that as you begin to warm up, that your hamstrings will begin to loosen ever so slightly.
And as you increase or improve your mobility and flexibility as well.
True.
And again, don't turn this into a squat. We start with that little bend in our knees, and then we maintain that same bend throughout. So the way that we're going down is by hinging at those hips and driving those glutes to the wall behind us. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, 0. All right, one more warm-up move for you here. It's a combination move. We're going to do a step back plus overhead reach. Let's start with our hands at our side, palms facing us. I'm going to step back with my right leg, bend both knees slightly, and then bring both straight arms overhead, reaching back, and then return back down. Step with the opposite leg now. And depending on your balance and fitness level, you can decide how appropriate or how far it is appropriate for you to reach back. This one's going to stretch out your hip flexors, abdominal muscles, shoulders, quadriceps, really all those anterior muscles in the front.
Plus, it's going to work on your balance.
Exactly. That's a nice little added bonus. We'll call that extra credit work.
If you're having trouble, just widen how far your leg spread is, just to kind of help you maintain balance through this movement.
And again, this is the warm-up, so don't turn this into a race here.
That's true.
There'll be plenty of time for getting our heart rate up in a moment. And 3, 2, 1, 0. Speaking of time to get your heart rate up, now is that time. So today's workout, we're going to only do one set of each exercise. We're going to do 45 seconds of work with 15 seconds of rest repeat back to back to back to back. Now, you decide for each movement if you want to use light weights like us or just your own body weight. Our first one is going to be an overhead march in place. We are going to use our very light dumbbells for this one. Or as we said, you could also use water bottles. 2 straight arms up overhead, and they're just going to stay here. I'm going to contract my core, brace that core. I'm going to bring my right straight leg up or straight knee up and alternate right and left, ideally getting to where those thighs are parallel to the floor. This one's going to be performed for 45 seconds. Ready, and let's hit it. Making sure to breathe, no holding your breath today. And I want you to push yourself throughout today's workout. Don't try to keep up with us. Maybe you're more fit than we are. Maybe you're not quite where we are yet. I want you to make today's workout work for you. This one's working really your whole body. Your arms and shoulders are working to stabilize those hand weights overhead or just your arms. And then that lower body's working with that march in place.
And your core. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Putting it all together.
That's right. Nice and stable. Keeping you nice and stable.
For 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, we can set those hand weights down if you're using them. Not required for the next one. We're going to do a speed skater next, getting started with a wide stance and both straight arms out to the side. I'm going to move to my right side, reaching over. I'm going to reach my left hand to my right foot.
And I'm going to reach over to my right knee. So sitting back and reaching across to either your foot or your knee.
You decide which depth is appropriate for you, but let's get started. Begin. So you're sitting back on every repetition. Weight goes into your hips. You're not just bending over at your waist. Another full body move here. Really working those both the adductors and abductors inside and outside of those legs, as well as your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes.
Oh yeah.
Shoulders just to hold you here.
Feeling good. Sitting back in that midfoot. Just push right back through that midfoot to come right back up into the other side.
It's a great point. We don't want to fall forward onto our toes or rock back onto our heels.
That's right. Not much left. In 3, 2, 1, and break.
All right, we're going to need either a wall or a countertop or a door for this next one. We're going to do a plyo push-up. So moving on over to that wall or whatever you have, push-up position, hands are in line with our chest. We're going to bring our chest to the wall or counter and then explode off and catch ourselves. Now for this one, the more upright your body is, the easier it'll be. The more of an incline your body is, the harder it'll be.
That's right.
You decide what's right for you, but we got 45 seconds coming at you. Ready, and begin. Big power as you explode off that wall.
Make sure your elbows are angled at a 45-degree relative to your body. So none of this with the square to your chest and down to 45 degrees and push.
And making sure that those hands are in line with your chest. You don't want those hands too high.
That's
where
right.
all of a sudden your shoulders start to take over.
Yep.
Keep that body straight. You don't want your butt up and you don't want it sagging either. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you're exploding up. We don't have much left here. Come on. Working your chest, shoulders, core, even a little back involved. Triceps for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0.
Woo, excellent.
Right. Feeling good on that one. I am going to grab some light dumbbells for this next one. Again, optional. We're going to do a side-to-side punch. Plus, I'm going to do a full squat.
I'm going to do a quarter squat.
Hands are up in a rack position. With my right hand, I'm going to punch across my body to my left side and then return back home, and I'm going to perform a full squat.
And notice I'm doing a quarter squat, so I'm not going back quite as deep or far as Coach Kozak.
You decide which depth is appropriate for you and if hand weights are appropriate for you or not.
That's right.
Ready, and begin. Moving at a pace that you feel comfortable with. Remember, you're here to push yourself today,
That's right.
challenging yourself to get a little bit better. Every single workout, that's how it's done. Keep showing up, putting in that work, and those results will come. Using that core as you punch across your body. Don't just move your arm across your body, but actually rotate with it.
Keeping your core nice and braced throughout the movement. And remembering to breathe, most importantly.
Inhaling as you're going down on that squat. Exhaling on the way up.
That's right. Not a whole lot of time left. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break.
Nice work. We're going to work on our upper back muscles next. I am going to use my hand weights. We're going to perform what's called a Seesaw Row. Feet are shoulder width apart, bent over on a 45-degree angle. I'm going to pull back from that right elbow, and as I'm returning that one down, I'm going to pull back from the left. So as one is going up, the other's going down. 45 seconds, ready to hit it.
Ready to hit it.
Let's go. So one is going up as the other's going down. Working in unison here, push, pull. Pulling back from those elbows on this one, not from the hands. Really make sure that you're engaging those upper back muscles.
Getting a little extra work on those legs, just holding this position.
Darn right. Back stays straight, head in line with the spine. We don't want that head cranked up at all.
That's right, shoulders still nice and square. If you're using light weight, that shouldn't be a problem.
Breathing throughout.
You got about 10 more seconds.
Come on, let's go. Pump them out, pump them out. How many can you get? For 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, no hand weights for the next one. Just gonna do some footwork here, a little agility with a side-to-side step. Let's go and place our hands on our hips. I'm gonna step to my right side, and then my left foot steps, taps, and back. It's just right to left.
That's it.
But you decide with what intensity you wanna perform the exercise. Ready, and begin. So if at this point in time you're feeling fatigued and you need to slow it down, now's a good time to do so.
That's right, right
Or if
here.
you're feeling fresh, let's grind it out. Come on. You know what you got in you. We can't push you. It's only up to you.
That's right.
Just remember that change doesn't come without being challenged.
Ooh.
So you got to challenge yourself right here, right now. Let's go. Come on, HASfit Tribe. Pump it out.
Let's push yourself a little further than maybe you would have yesterday.
That's it. Every day getting a little better. Keep showing up, putting in that work. And those results are coming. We can see it. We can feel it.
That's right. You got 5 more seconds. Come on. Let's push through it. In 3, 2, 1, and break.
All right. We are going to use our 2 hand weights for the next one. A little combination move for you. Upper and lower body working together. We're going to perform a lunge back plus a curl, or
A step back.
a step back plus a curl. Hands are at our side. I'm going to step back and do a full lunge, bending both knees to a 90-degree angle, and then back up as I curl.
So you notice I'm stepping back. I am going to have a little bit of bend in that back leg just to help me come right back into starting position.
You decide what's appropriate for you today. Ready, and begin. Again, both my knees are dropping to a 90. Performing that curl, completing that curl on the step back, and then bringing the hands back down as we return back to the middle. Working our biceps, forearms.
Remembering to breathe throughout the entire movement so you'll exhale when you're coming right back up into starting position.
If you are performing that full reverse lunge, don't bounce those knees off the floor.
That's right. Nice and light on the step back. Step back and return.
Not much left. Let's go. 5, 4,
Come on.
3, 2, 1. Burns so good. No hand weights for the next one. We're going to move into 2 modified jack variations. No jumping on either, so don't worry. Hands are at our side to start. Arms are going to come up overhead. I'm going to bring my right straight leg out and return back down.
And I'm going to step to the side and return. So mine is a more low impact variation. Actually, they're both really low
They're
impact.
both low, but yours doesn't require the balance.
Right, and
Yeah.
maintaining contact with the ground.
45 seconds. Ready. Let's hit it. Keeping a slight bend in that base leg knee. Don't straighten that leg out.
That's right, nice soft knees.
Again, deciding which one's appropriate for you today. Mine's testing the balance a little more. Arms all the way up overhead. Again, working the full body today.
That's right.
Just because today's cardio day doesn't mean that upper body's getting ignored. Also, it's a lot easier for us to get that heart rate up when we get your upper body involved in this.
Oh, yeah.
Not just all legs.
Breathing through the movement. Come on.
Right to the end. Not much left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, we are grabbing our hand weights for this next one. Getting set up in a similar position to that Seesaw Row that we did earlier. This is a Seesaw Arm Pullover. So bent over row or bent over position, palms are facing us. I'm bringing my right straight arm up, and then as it's coming down, my left one's gonna come up.
Woo-wee.
So those palms are facing us throughout. 45 seconds.
It's gonna be a good one.
Ready, and hit it. So we're using those upper back muscles, those traps, to pull that dumbbell or that just arm or water bottle, whatever you're using, soup can, pulling it overhead. One is coming up, the other's coming down.
Doing our best not to swing here, not using any momentum. Keeping a nice braced core so you lift those arms up overhead.
Full range of motion, whatever that looks like for you. Your arms might not be able to quite go as high as ours, but you're doing the best that you can.
You got about 10 more seconds.
Right to the end, let's go, tribe. Pushing through.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break.
Nice work. We have another upper lower body combination move for you next. We're gonna start with our arms up, elbows bent at a 90-degree angle. We're gonna do a chest squeeze plus a front kick. And you can decide on this one how high you wanna get that kick.
That's right. Notice mine is a low kick, so not bringing my knee up very high.
45 seconds, ready, and showtime, folks.
Let's do it.
Keep those upper arms parallel to the floor, and we're squeezing those chest muscles together. This is a little bit of a brain exercise too
Woo.
on this one.
Yeah, it is.
Make sure to open those arms all the way up. So stretching those chest muscles and then squeezing them together
Squeezing them up front.
as we kick. Again, getting that heart rate up here.
We have about 10 more seconds.
Pushing yourself through it, kicking as high as you feel comfortable, and you can maintain balance.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break.
All right,
Woo.
we are gonna grab our hand weights for this next one. It's called a push jerk. Feet are hip width apart. My hands are gonna be at my chin, elbows are in. I'm gonna sit back in about a quarter squat position and then use that energy from my legs to help drive my hands straight overhead. One into another, 45 seconds. Ready, and let's hit it. And if any of these exercises, let's say you start with hand weights and you get halfway through and you're like, all right, I can't make it any further. Feel free to drop them. You move like this, your arms have plenty of weight
Oh, for sure.
just on their own.
Come on, you got 25 seconds. Let's go.
The name of the game is just to keep moving here. We don't wanna stop when it hurts. We're gonna stop when we're done.
And we exhale as we bring those dumbbells up overhead. So inhale down, exhale up.
Seeing this workout right to the end.
5 more seconds.
2, 1, 0. No hand weights for the next one. We're gonna perform what's called a butt kick. We're gonna kick our own butt, kind of like we've been doing all day. Starting with our elbows bent at a 90-degree angle. We're gonna bring my right arm up and my left heel to my glute and alternate. So it's opposite arm and leg moving together, kind of like we're running, but those heels are coming back, opposed to forward. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Breathe. And again, trying your best to coordinate that opposite arm and leg working together.
Another brain teaser.
That doesn't quite work out like that, or you get a little mixed up. It's okay. We're still getting a good workout in.
That's right. You can push the pace depending on how you're feeling.
That's right. You need to slow it down, Feeling good, ready to hit that accelerator right to the end. Do so. Come on. Either way, we're here with you.
That's right. Fighting to the end.
Keep breathing, keep moving, keep working. You got this, HASfit Tribe.
You got about 5 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and break.
All right, just body weight again for the next one. We're gonna do a standing knee raise plus oblique crunch. Feet are hip width apart, hands come to our head. I'm gonna bring my right elbow down as I bring my right knee up into the side. Crunch, back down, alternate left side. So you decide how high you feel comfortable bringing that knee and crunching in. If you can get the elbow to knee, great. If not, do what you got. Ready, let's go. Every time getting that oblique crunch in, your oblique or that ab muscle on the side, under your arm, specifically targeting that muscle here as we crunch. Keeping good posture though. We don't want to bend forward to do it.
That's right.
So we're just crunching side to side on that.
Which is why if all you can do is here, that's totally fine. We want to make sure that you're maintaining good posture and good form throughout the whole movement.
And keep breathing, don't hold your breath. It's gonna get tough if you run out of oxygen.
You have about 5 more seconds. Come on, let's push it. In 3, 2, 1, and break.
All right, next up, combo upper lower body, sumo touchdown plus reach. Feet are wider than shoulder width, nice wide stance. Toes are pointed out, that's that sumo stance. I'm gonna sit back, weight in my hips, good posture. I'm gonna reach all the way down, touch the floor.
And I'm gonna come about halfway.
And then we're gonna reach overhead, down, up. You decide which depth is appropriate for you. Ready, and hit it. Whichever variation you choose for that sumo deadlift or sumo touchdown, I wanna make sure that your feet stay flat. You're not gonna fall back onto your heels or fall forward onto your toes. So if you can't get all the way down without doing one of those two, go as far down as you can.
That's right. We said keeping the weight distributed through the mid-foot. So not on our heels, not on our toes.
Come on, right to the end. We're almost there. Push, 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 push. You got it. Think about how good you're gonna feel when this workout is all done.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Let's go. You got about 8 more seconds. Let's push it to the end.
Home stretch. In 3, 2, 1, 0. You made it. Yes.
We finished it.
Nice workout there, HASfit Tribe.
You made it.
We are now going to transition into our cool down. We're going to allow our heart rates to come down slowly, get a little added mobility work in. And this will also help reduce our soreness over the next couple days. First move is going to be either a standing quadricep stretch
or a lying quadricep stretch.
You decide if you feel comfortable getting down on the floor or if you want to do this one standing. You can also use a wall if you're going to do this one standing, or a chair. We're going to stretch one quadricep, bringing back either from your ankle or your foot, and we're just going to hold here.
That's right.
Either way, we're trying to keep that knee into the side, or knee close to our body, I should say.
Everything that he said, I'm just doing this from the floor, as you see.
Yeah, just no balance required on that one, where I got to concentrate a little harder. And 3, 2, 1, 0. Quadricep is that big thigh muscle on top. There's actually 4 muscles that work together, and that's what we're stretching here with the static stretch. If you're doing it from the floor, she's turned over to the opposite side. I'm just going to grab my opposite side ankle and hold. Again, you could also do the standing variation, holding a chair, a wall, door for support. Nice big deep breaths, allowing that heart rate to come down slowly here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, I'm always happy when I get through that without falling down. All right, we're gonna move into a wall.
You made it.
I made it. We're gonna move into a wall angel next. So again, you can do this from a wall, you can do it from a door, just something to press your body, upper body up against, and so you have some support here. I'm gonna bring my head to the wall, my shoulders, my back, everything to the wall that I can. Now I'm gonna bring my straight arms up overhead, and Claudia and I are about ready to make a really attractive facial expression. Now I'm gonna pull my hands and elbows down while trying to keep contact with the wall. Full range of motion. Depending on your shoulder mobility, this might look really rough.
And you may not be able to keep contact with your arms.
Do the best that you can.
Do the best that you can. Like
Yeah.
I'm
That's
on
just
the struggle bus right now.
That's just the end goal. That doesn't mean that we're always gonna be there. That's just what we're striving to. Slowly dragging them up and down, reaching overhead as we're pulling them back.
I don't know what it is about this movement that just, it feels like it pulls on my facial muscles.
That's what I'm saying. We're making some really cute faces here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that was great for our shoulders, back, and chest. Now let's hit our posterior chain. So our lower back, glutes, hamstrings. We're gonna do a downward dog. And I'm gonna do mine from the floor.
And I'm actually gonna do mine from the wall.
You decide what's most appropriate for you. I'm bending over, hands on the floor, and then I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna pull my hips back as I relax my shoulders.
And notice for my variation against the wall, I have my palms pressed against the wall and I'm creating a 90-degree angle with my legs.
And we're just gonna hold here. It's like somebody's gently pulling back on our hips.
Yep.
Feeling that stretch all throughout that posterior backside. Relaxing the shoulders. Big deep breaths here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work.
Nice job.
Thank you so much for working out with us today, and may we share a recommendation with you to help you stay on track and help this build some momentum. We highly recommend our complete workout programs, anywhere from 7 days all the way up to 90 days, and they'll help you make sure that the work that you're doing is getting you to that goal, whether it's weight loss, building muscle, just kicking butt at life, whatever it is, we have those available for you.
And those are available on the HASfit app, which can be downloaded to your Android or Apple device.
You can also stop by our store, pick up some HASfit gear, like a t-shirt or our diet guide, Eating for Life.
And don't forget to like us on your favorite social media channel.
Until next time, I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.